What's going on, podcast? Here's the D&E podcast. I'm nkrudi, leader friend group, also main character. I'm here with my friends and co-hosts. Jahmar, say what's good.
Yo.
We got Josh behind the camera. Say what's good, Josh.
Yo.
As y'all can see, it's a little different camera view this time.
Yeah.
I think I'm like, let me just change it a little quick. So it's like, it's just me and Jahmar now. And so I'm like, let me just move the camera over a little bit. So now y'all see more the front of my face too. Usually y'all just see the right side of my face. So it's a little different, but you know, same old.
Yeah. It's different. Like, I gotta turn a little bit more.
You don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Really don't.
No, you don't.
The camera looking
it's
mostly
like,
in your direction.
It's like right down this right here.
I don't know. My neck might start hurting. I don't know, man. We gonna have to see. Might have to move it back.
What the hell are you talking about?
Chatting, bro.
Nah, cause the camera angle in a different spot. I'm used to looking forward.
You don't even have to look. Like, you could still look forward if you want to.
No, if I look forward, I'm not looking at the camera.
And move your eyes.
What are you talking
There you go.
But now I gotta go like this and this and this.
I'm gonna still do the same shit. Bro, the camera was right there, but I was doing the same shit when I looked at the camera.
Just sit in the corner of the couch.
Corner knocked down. Bang.
That's not your build.
No.
Yeah. What?
Speaking of that, guess who approached me the other day?
Matt McFadden?
Yo. Then he said, "Oh, they got crossplay. I'm about to bust y'all ass." I'm like, "Excuse me?
You gonna have to find out the hard way."
Excuse me? I see what you did to him.
Exactly.
Yo, first of all, and he called me at the best time too. When the motherfuckers is lit and drunk, you gonna talk about that? Oh no. So we gotta get right. We gotta get right. You gotta get right. And
that was a good guess too, because he didn't tell me about that. That was just a good guess.
I'm proud of you,
bro. Look. Bro, I actually can't wait for this year too. Like, I'm actually like, I'm ready for this next year because I'm going back to point guard. I'm just really dime niggas up. And then they just released a trailer, well, like a little trailer, bro. What's his name? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're talking about like, so like it's speculation. Like, from the breakdown that little quick trailer, it's what niggas thinking is like, there's not gonna be all this side shit for my career and shit. Like, it's just hooping and that. Niggas been asking for that for the longest, bro. I'm like, I do not care about these side quests. Yeah. Like, a lot of people don't care about the story mode anymore because one is just trash, in my opinion. It's not like how it used to be back in the days. Niggas just trying to hoop. Yeah. That's all niggas trying to do. I'm just trying to hoop. And I wish there was a way online to, like, for it to be faster where we could hoop and just, like, gain XP, RP, whatever that shit is, faster so we can just still hoop online at the same time, play with our friends. So I can't wait for this year.
Yeah, me too. You know whose system I liked? NBA Live. We played the demo, a little bit of it, but you would upgrade your character every like 2-3 games. You'll get like a skill point that you can put towards like shooting or dribbling or whatever you want. And I like that. I liked how fast you can level up your players because even whether you just started or you were nice, you was able to play. You may not have been kicking as much because you have to level up your person, but you was still able to play with your friends. And if you don't have a high overall, you're gonna get cooked playing high overalls. Yeah,
I really did. Like, I think that's what, like, for niggas always trying to gas NBA Live. But I'm like, if y'all didn't play NBA Live like 19 or the demo was like, that was probably one of the best demos I ever played because it was it was a lot of shit in that demo. It felt like a damn near full game. But 2K had a lot to learn from that, bro. Yeah. Like, when I seen that they had real parks, like real places like Venice Beach, Rucker, and shit like that. I'm like, bro, I would love to see that in 2K. That's why I'm like, I wish NBA Live would come back because there needs to be competition. If there's no competition for 2K, 2K gonna get away with whatever they want. The same shit Madden do since like there's no competition for Madden. That's why there needs to be competition in this space for like basketball games because 2K get away with whatever they want, and like I say, I would love to see like real places. I love their graphics and shit like that. Like their clothes, you saw them like move on them. Like, it's a small details. Some people don't care about that, but I'm like, I like that. Paying like attention to detail. I like shit like that, and I thought it was actually a fun game. I said, like, even like you said, the way they upgraded the system and shit like that, it was actually tough. It was fun. I had a fun time playing NBA Live 19 demo. I think it's still live too. I think you could still play the demo.
The demo was solid. That was a solid ass demo. The defense, I also like that, how it showed you the arrows. So for if you were trying to slide left or slide right, it'll show you if you timed it correctly, if you were a little bit late or you just did it bad. And if you did it late, you get ankle breaker animation. So like it made sense. It wasn't like, oh, he's just getting a blow by animation or anything like that. It's like, oh, you was late and that's why it happened. And I like that shit a lot. Me too.
Yo. It was like user error. So if you weren't doing the right shit, it's your fault. Like it wasn't like latency or like cheese your moves. It was like if you weren't playing good defense, that's on you. And so now you gonna get an ankle breaker animation. I don't have problems with animations unless it's like, I mean, only if it's like NBA Live. If it's like 2Ks where you just start dribbling and you catch an ankle breaker animation, I don't like that, bro. I mean, they toned it down over the years. What year was that? 16 or 17?
I want to say 18.
No, it wasn't 18. It was 16 or 17. I remember we were playing twos.
Probably all three of them.
Well, you know, it was one of those years. Remember, like, you just put your controller down?
Yeah.
Niggas just doing dribble moves. Yeah. Jahmar was still getting his ankles broken. Because it was just, like, it was so heavily based on animations, bro. Yeah. Like, if that person had the ankle breaker badge, like Hall of Fame, gold, whatever, they would just get ankle breaker animation. It don't matter what you did on you.
I was tweaking. I know. Look at this shit. You think about how mad you gotta be to just put the controller down. You're like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. I'm not even touching my controller. My guy is just moving. You can see him going left to right, and I'm not even touching the controller. Okay. It's not in the position where like my person should move. He's just moving based off of animation. I was like, yo, this shit is sick. It's wicked.
And people always love to say like 16 and 17 like were the like GOAT years in 2K. And there was a clip that like I seen on like Reels the other day, and the nigga hit the same dribble move 3 times in a row, like momentum dribble and behind the back shit, and it was just like, and it was cheese and ankle breaker animation, and someone was in the comments like, this y'all go 2K? I'm like, nigga just spam the three same dribble moves in a row, and y'all saying this the GOAT shit, and that's what I be trying to tell niggas. I'm like, bro, 16 and 17 is not the GOAT 2K, bro. I'm like, I think 19 like was the best in my opinion. I think it still had like some of its problems too, like, but every game does. But I think like 19 and 22 probably some of the best 2Ks I played. Where I'm like, yo, if like these 2 games like took the best shit in each one, you probably had the best 2K. I think people just like 16 and 17 for the community shit, bro, because there was a lot of people playing at the time. Like these were like we were still like young teens too, some probably early 20s, and I was probably like when everybody was playing 2K. But now it's not the same anymore. Like everyone's playing different games now too. I just think like the community aspect of it, like really if you think deep down into it.
Yeah. I actually saw there was a debate going on. So a few episodes ago, I mentioned how there was this guy I follow on Twitter, and he was using just basic fundamental basketball, using triple threat, using 2-3 dribbles to get to the basket, using post moves and things like that. And he started retweeting other players that play like that, and he's trying to grow a community on around that game style, that play style. And now Steezo, I don't know if you know him. Steezo, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he's a dribble guy. So Steezo's the type of dude that will just spam the dribble moves and just do too much.
He tried to find an exploit in like the dribble in the game and just do bullshit where it's really unguardable, but some people like it, I guess. But I don't like seeing it. Like it's like I'm not trying to shit on what he do, but like it's not real basketball. And there's like a debate of like keep real basketball at the game. Like no, bro, it's a sim game. I'm trying to see that, but go ahead.
Yeah, so basically they were just having a debate. Well, I didn't really see the guy that was the fundamental play style. I didn't see him respond. I just saw straight Cecil commenting on everything he's retweeting. I'm like, damn, get off his dick. But anyways,
it was dick right. It was.
Yo, but he was mad as hell. Honestly, for me, when it comes to both, I don't like the dribbling and stuff like that, but I can understand how some people like to do it. I think there should just be a counter to it and a little bit of a skill gap. You know what I mean? Okay. So like Cecil, he's been doing that shit for years, so like I expect him to be nice. But someone who's like just getting into the game, they need to practice a little bit. Like he can still get it, but like if I'm a good defender, I can shut that shit down. And like, but if he's nice, he could be cooking me. But if it's like it's really starting to play style, I don't want it to be overpowered where there's nothing I can do to stop it. I don't mind the person cooking, but I don't want it to be like there's nothing that I can do to stop it. Because some people is not like that when it comes to it. Money Mark, for example, he likes to dribble like that where he dribbles all crazy and things like that. And then sometimes he'll cook, and then other times he'll just shit the bed. And like that's I'm okay with, because then you choosing You're on
balance.
poison to waste a whole 24 seconds, then try to pass it up after you getting locked the fuck up.
Yeah, like when I play 2K, I'm playing 2K because like it's a virtual basketball game. And I'm like, if I'm not playing real basketball in real life, I'll play a game version of it. I have no problem with that. But when niggas start doing bullshit that like niggas can't do in real life, then it's just not like it takes the aspect of like it takes the fun out of the game. Yeah. Like, bro, that's bullshit. Like, especially dribbling. But dribbling's not the only problem, but it's been one of the main problems for years though. And like 2K, they're slowly addressing it, like with the adrenaline shit that they had. And yeah, I don't like that style of basketball, like doing like this. I just put up one of the Steezo shits the other day, and this guy, right, he was going like this was real moves, bro, and I was like, yo, this is tough. Yeah, that was tough. Like I'm like, that's how I want my guy to be next year, though. Like in terms of point, like a Kyrie type shit. He was going crazy, but then like the reason why Steezo was critiquing like that was because like, but he was really nitpicking. If you watch the clips, I'm like, okay, maybe he could have made another pass to the three, but I'm like, he still had the lane to take him. Like, I wouldn't be mad at somebody for taking the shot like this guy took. But what Steve's be doing is literally 24-second shot clock dribbling, going back and forth, trying to get the dude like to get an ankle breaker animation or just get them lost. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I don't like that style of 2K. I mean, there is a place for it in 2K because there is a whole community of people like that. It's just I prefer not to go against it, and I like people that play like the real basketball type. I'm like, damn, that's a tough move. Like I'm like, you got me right there. Someone get me like that. I'm like, I can't even say nothing. That was on me.
Exactly. And with like the fundamental, 9 times out of 10, if not 9-10, but like majority of the time, if you just sit and like stay disciplined, you gonna lock some shit up, you know what I mean? Or you gonna force them to take some other shit. So it's not even cheesy. It's because if you just stay disciplined and learn the timing, learn the person's patterns, it's easy to stop. And that's why I like that play style. Because if you're not disciplined, you keep jumping, a lot of people will jump when they're not supposed to. You gonna cook. And it's gonna look clean. It's because it's not 2K. It's you pressing triangle. It's you or pressing Y on Xbox, right? That's why. It's been a while.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Fuck. Damn.
2 play styles.
What was I about to say? I'm trying to think like real quick. Damn, I totally forgot. It was about 2K. What were you saying like when you first started talking? That's the wrong person too, yo. It was about. I was about to say something about 2K. Oh, that I blame like I don't like like the people who abuse and moves. It's like it's really not their fault because it's in a game, but it's like of course you're gonna do it. It's just like people running meta builds in any other game or some shit like that, or meta gun in Call of Duty. But I blame 2K for like putting these moves in the game. Like some of these moves are unguardable. Like when a Curry slide was popping like 2K20, like it was on 2K. I'm like, bro, some moves like you just can't have them in a game because people are gonna abuse them and just very overpowered. I know like in certain gameplay mechanics, like the blow by in 2K18 was overpowered. In 2K20 was also the Curry slide and the hop step, which was just ridiculous. Yeah. And then in 22, people were running the same like 6-9 meta builds, but I can't really blame on that. But there's some dribble moves in 2K where it's just unguardable. No matter what you do, like you could be playing great defense, they're going to get that move off because like it's unguardable. And just 2K just needs to do a better job of just like, yo, I take a move out the game. If it, I do not care if it's that overpowered. Take a move out the game. Give people like a refund for like the part. It only costs like some dribble moves cost like at most 1,200 VC. Just give them a refund back and just take out the game. Like okay, it's overpowered, so we're just gonna take it out, or at least nerf the dribble move where it's slower and it's not as effective. Ooh, this is soda.
Yeah, honestly, because these unguardable things it's tough. And honestly, I really do think that it would be better if Live was still coming out with games. But what do you think Live has to do to get on that level?
They gotta, well, I'll say their gameplay, like the mechanics wise, they gotta get, dribbling has to be better because like it feels stiff, and like even like the gameplay, just like running around, it feels sluggish. They gotta get that right. In terms of even like a community, they gotta get a community, bro, of people that want to play. They gotta get like some content creators. They did that last time, but it just wasn't enough. If they would have got, like they got like Chris Move, like QJB, I think was in it too. but it wasn't like some of the other content creators that they probably needed. Chris Move was probably a good one to get, but there was probably some up and coming people too. They probably could have got like Flight or what's the other dude's name with the beard, like LeBron, a lot.
Oh, Cash.
Cash, yeah. If they go to like Cash, even Agent was very popular at the time. They would have got more of those people. It would have been like Davis, Duke. They were all 2K people too. If they got more of those people over there, I think it would have been better for them to get, instead of just like some older, like QJB and Chris were older, much older than like most of the 2K community.
You think? Do you think people, let's say, 2-3 years, those new 2K fans are gonna know the Chris Move sayings?
Yes, because Chris Move sayings are not even just like sayings in the 2K community. Like, is what did he create the word cheese? Like, not the actual word, but like in that term, that because I see it used a lot. But he's the first and like only person like way before like I've seen the word cheese come from, and I be hearing motherfuckers in other gaming communities talking like, that's cheese. I'm like, did Chris Move like really like? Now it's all like, because cheese is a crazy one. I'm pretty sure most of y'all know the term cheese too. And I honestly think that came from Chris Move. If not, someone let me know, because I think it came from him years ago. Like shot clock, cheese, and all this. Give that guy a map. I see little kids in like TikToks and when they're like, give that guy a map. I'm like, that's Chris Move from years ago. Like, these are like 10+ year old sayings, bro. So I think Chris Move's like legacy in terms of like his word usage is going to keep going on, man. Like, I remember what were you saying? When you were saying, what was that when you were saying? Were you saying?
They need a time.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit for the long. That was Chris Move too. When you were saying, until I saw, I like watched a Chris Move video again. I'm like, that's Chris Move. I'm like, I never knew that shit, bro. He has so many sayings. It's like, damn.
Yo, that shit right there makes 2K and basketball just so fucking lit. Like, when you going on a run and they gotta call a timeout because you just going stupid. You just put the controller down because you too fucking hyped. The crowd going crazy. 2K does a great job with the crowd because they really get into the game. They're like, David, douche, douche. And you like, yo, the screen fucking shaking. Everybody turn the fuck up. Yo, them timeouts, I'm telling you, it be serious. It be serious. You feel the energy in the room.
But
my god!
Especially, I just want to get back into Pro-Am this year, bro, because them games be lit, bro. Yeah. Like back in the day, when we was like 19, 18, bro, them games used to get like down to the wire games. Like, fuck, niggas is locked in, bro. Like, let's go.
Yo, I tell you, after hitting the 3, bang, and a tough ass shot too, or you just, you did a nice move for them to call a timeout. You're like, dang, yo, you know they mad as shit. And you happy as shit because you know what you doing is getting to them now that they gotta call a timeout.
Fast, and after that timeout, they started switching name. Like, I'm gonna guard him now. Then you got a new dude guard. I'm like, fine, I'll cook you too. What's good? That should be tough, bro.
Same on the other side though. You lose it or somebody going crazy. So, all right, nah, fuck that. He going crazy. Let me put somebody else on him and then
fast. So switch to zone. He's been like, all right, let's go zone. Fuck it. Yeah, I can't wait for that, man. Like, I'm gonna be playing. I'll probably stream first day again, like I did like previous years. But speaking of streaming and like YouTube, I got a warning on my channel recently. I want to talk about like it was one of my previous live streams from, I don't know how long ago it was, because I keep like some of my streams I just have like the same name, basically like grind to like 250 subs, 500 subs. So one of my streams, it was like it was a just gaming. Cause I was just playing different type of games, whatever. That's when I played multiple games in one stream, and then I was going. Excuse me, I got a burp again. The soda. I was grinding for 200. What?
Josh's face. Now he just had a burger and some ketchup.
No, it didn't. No, it was a burger. It was a barbecue sauce and had some rice with it too.
I hate the smell of ketchup.
What is it called? So it's when I was going on my way to 250 subs. And so I don't know how long that could have been. Like, I think that had to have been like 2022 or 2021 maybe. Yeah, like around that time, because that was a while ago. And it was just randomly, it said one of my videos got removed from YouTube because I was promoting hate speech. But I don't promote hate speech. None of my streams. I don't call out any communities. That's not who I am. So when I saw that shit, I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no way. I was saying I was promoting hate speech. I'm like, there's no way. So Like I don't even use certain words too, so I know like this, and it's not my character. So I appealed it. It gave me an option to appeal. So when I first got that email, it was at like 12:06 maybe, and so I think probably like somewhere around like 12:10 to what did I say that first time? That's it. I said 12:06 when I got the email, and somewhere between like 12:10 and like 12:20, I sent the appeal. They rejected the appeal in 13 minutes and saying after our review, your appeal wasn't successful and it's going to stand. Video's gonna be moved from YouTube. So I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no way y'all like, and it like, there's no way y'all reviewed like a multiple hour stream because I used to be streaming for like hours, bro. There's no way y'all could have done that in like 13 minutes, bro. I'm like, there's no way. And so I went on Twitter today and trying to reach. I was tweeting at Team YouTube. That's like the support because they don't have the actual support page or whatever. So you got to go to the Twitter. And so I'm talking to them on Twitter, and then like they finally got back to me and said, it's after extensively reviewing or some shit like that, it's our decision is final, shit like this. And I'm saying like how? But I'm like, and they won't tell you what was said. Like they don't. I can't even watch the video back, so they won't tell you what was said. You can't review your video either because it's taken off of YouTube. So I'm sitting there like, what? So I'm like, how y'all it could just be bullshit. And I'm actually upset about it too. Honestly, I'm gonna try to find a way because like I want to see what they were talking about. Like I'm gonna read the tweet from like the final tweet from what they said to me today. It said so they said update upon review, we have removed the video per our hate speech policies as it contains content that praises or glorifies violence against individuals or groups. More info here, and it just sends a link to like their policy shit. And they also said so I responded to them saying I know why the video was removed because like that's what they said to me before. Like I'm like, that's not new what you're saying to me. But I was like, I never promoted hate speech. I can't review the video to see where the claim is being made. And I was like, it's such a random video to go after too because it's one of many live streams which are essentially all of them are my streams are essentially the same. So I'm like, so what was supposedly said in the video that promoted hate speech? And this is the response. Unfortunately, there's not more we can do on our end. Your video removal and appeal were very carefully reviewed and the decision is final based on a policy violation we shared in our last tweet. We really appreciate your understanding. Let us know if you have any other questions. First of all, I don't understand. Like, there is no understanding between that because I don't understand why my video is being moved. Like y'all could say it is, but I'm like, I can't see y'all making a claim. I don't like that. You making a claim, but are not giving me proof of anything, and where I can't see anything. I'm like, that shit is stupid to me. So it wasn't an actual strike. They said next time it can be a strike, and if you get like 3 strikes in like 90 days, you have your channel removed. And so this shit was, I said, I don't, first of all, because they said you can't get another warning. I want my warning gone in the first place. So if anything that do happen, I want to have a warning, but I don't want a warning on my channel anyway, because like I said, I don't promote hate speech. If y'all see my YouTube channel, it's just sneaker content and gaming. Literally all it is. And so that shit really blew my eyes, bro. Like I don't know. I'm going to just go back to my streams and see like what games I was playing at the time. Because I'm thinking at 250 subs, maybe I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, Dead by Daylight mostly, and maybe like a 2K. But yeah, that shit, I don't know, bro. That shit was stupid to me.
It sounds like some whole stuff because, like you mentioned, the stream is more than an hour long.
Yes.
And it took them 13 minutes to carefully review it.
Yeah.
That's just their wording, just so to make you feel better that like, oh, we reviewed it, but ain't no way you did that. They should have spaced it out if they're going to do that shit, but I don't know. I don't know if they have like an AI looking at it or actual human looking at it, but that's some BS because they need to show you why or what you said or what part was it, and you can learn from that. Like if it was to be, I doubt it was anything like that, but if in this case, if it was, they can show it to you like, oh, this is what we don't like, don't do it again. How are they not going to send you anything? I think maybe someone reported you and said it was hate.
Maybe. So now like that shit got me contemplating like, should I just like private all my old streams now? Cause like they can just go out to any stream, but I'm like, damn, like I low-key don't want to do it because like we be going back to all like I be go back to my stream sometimes to look at certain shit of like what we played and shit like that, like or certain moments in the game. So I'm like now like has me actually thinking like should I private all my previous streams so shit like that can't happen. Shit is just stupid to me.
The lack of them providing evidence is crazy.
No evidence at all. Like they just like they can. So basically, YouTube can just say, "Yes, you did this, but we're not going to show you where though, and we could give you a strike for this."
It doesn't make sense though. It really doesn't.
Then it's like, okay, well, what did I say? And was it taken out of context?
Yeah.
How are you determining this?
Been said. It could have been someone in game chat or someone.
Literally,
I don't know. It could have been literally anything, and they're not telling you anything, and it just doesn't make sense. Because how are you supposed to prevent yourself from doing it in the future if you don't know what it is?
Exactly.
You can't do nothing. Really?
I need to speak to a manager.
No cap. I want to speak to somebody higher, but I'm like I said, I ain't done with this. I'm gonna find a way to. I need to speak to somebody who makes more money. No offense to the person, because like they like whoever your superior is. I need to speak to them. Because this shit is like really, this shit is stupid, bro. Like I said, I don't want a warning on my channel, bro. I've had my channel since 2013. Yeah. You think now I'm gonna start doing certain shit that gets me a strike or a warning? Like, come on, like no.
And that's literally on just one video out of the amount you have.
I think when last time I checked, I have a crazy amount of videos. I think I could check right now. In total, I think it includes like shorts too. On my channel, how do I go to my channel? Your channel. Okay, let me see. I have 686 videos since 2013. So yes, my channel was
687 technically.
What happened? Oh yeah,
they picked one out of 687.
Exactly, bro. And I've had my channel since May 4th, 2013. So 10 plus years.
Yeah, that's wild. And it's an old video too, which also like confuses me.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like 2 for us. So I'm gonna just go. I'm looking at my live stream now. Grinding 250 subs was a year ago. Oh. It was from 9. Let me see. Cause wait, hold up. From 9 to 9 plus months. The one I'm looking at 250 subs or just gaming. Hold up. No, that's actually a year because I didn't have a just gaming stream from under a year. So this is over a year old. I'm looking at all my streams right now. Like I was just like I said, the games I was playing, I'm just looking at my shit like Dead by Daylight, Spider-Man, Fall Guys, GTA. Yeah, bro, these are the games I was playing.
You think it could have been the computers in GTA?
No. Because
everybody plays GTA, yeah.
And people post worse things on GTA.
That shit really makes no sense. I couldn't, like, it would even make a little bit more sense if you just uploaded the video. But a year ago?
Yes, bro. Over a year
Something don't smell right. It don't smell right. Smell like name's upper lip.
No. So, but in good, like, well, I'll say, like, in other words, like, on other news of YouTube, though, I finally uploaded, like, my first, like, gaming video in, like, months. Besides, I uploaded something recently, it was, like, a Dead by Daylight clip, but it was just a little clip I went to upload because I couldn't do it in a short, on YouTube, because YouTube has, like, a minute restriction for a short. So I put it in a video, but, like, I edited, like, it was a stream clip from, like, me and my brothers get a football game that we had in Madden. So I uploaded that. Like, I was actually edited. It took me like actually a couple of days because I didn't like time and shit like that. Upload that, and it was good to see. Like, it was good. It felt good to edit a gaming video again because I didn't edit like a real gaming video in a minute. I just been doing mostly Steam content. But I'm gonna get into that also more coming up this year. I got some gaming videos I'm gonna edit too. I have some more clips I want to do, even some shorts too. So it's really good to do that. And I'm going to get some more long-term content for my sneakers out too. Because I got videos that I have like notes on to that I want to make. I just got to record it and edit it.
Word. That's what's up.
Let's go with your gaming shit though.
I took a mean break. Mostly preparing for my birthday and...
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday, y'all. Everyone make sure I say happy birthday to Jahmar because, you know, he just turned 25. He old now and shit.
Yeah. So I was just planning out things that... what I'm doing for the next couple of months. Nate's coming over to the East Coast now.
Nate,
Galang.
Well, he's coming to visit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So preparing for that. I was just working, Uber eating, and
where he staying?
BSing. I think he's staying in Atlantic City for a little bit. Like he's gonna be going to New York. He's gonna come over here a little bit. Like, like where we're at.
See, that's a good Galang right there. That's a better Galang.
So yeah. He's coming up. I'm also trying to go on vacation too, some other places. And I was basically just planning it out and just doing everything. But I'm like, I gotta get things done because let me tell y'all, as soon as I turn 25, I already feel worse than I did before. The day of, I'm like, how? But I'm like, all right, maybe it's because like I went out drinking. Like I was drinking Friday night. My birthday was on Sunday, July 16th. If y'all ever want to get me anything, Cash App in the bio. No, play. But
niggas, you begging for money?
No, I'm not begging. I said if y'all want. But anyways, so my birthday was on Sunday. Friday night I went out. Saturday night I went out. Yeah, Josh,
I saw you.
Yo, Josh gonna text me. Yo, you drinking this early? I'm like, duh. It's my birthday. What you talking about? I was drinking. Yeah, I was lit. I was lit. So the next morning I woke up. I was like, damn, I'm about to have a hangover. Nope, I was completely fine. My stomach was hurting a little bit, but I was completely fine. Went to a flag football game, and that was a little bit rough. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a little bit rough, but we finished strong. Then I was fine for the rest of the day. He was like, you know what? I'm about to go over to my mom. Maybe I'll sip on like something before I go over there and continue the drinking. Yo, my stomach was hurting. That shit was hurting. I'm like, damn, what's going on? But like, nothing would leave my body without getting too nasty. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? Then, I was laying in bed, boom, cramp. I'm like, oh shit. Is this because I tried drinking again? And I was like, yo, boom, cramp. And I got like 3 cramps within the span of like 30 minutes in 3 different places. I'm like, nah, it must be because I'm dehydrated from drinking or sports and everything. But to this day, it's Tuesday right now. My stomach is not 100% clear. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I ain't recovered yet? Am I sick or something?
You drink water?
Yeah, I've been drinking water. OD. I started taking it more serious Monday because I'm like, yo, it should have been gone by now. Usually if a night like that, I'll be fine after a day. And then with the cramping, I was like, nah. Then I was like, I got to take my ass to the gym. So I went to the gym yesterday on Monday, yo.
What time?
Late, like 8, 9 o'clock ish. Yo, it was one of them ones, yo. It was one of them ones. I'm cramping up bad, yo. So I was doing chest, shoulders, and tries, and my chest, I was like, all right, that's like, I felt fine. Like I was sore, I was fine, but I was like, all right, let me just change the workout. But I'm trying to stretch. I'm trying to like move my arm to the side, put it above my head. I'm like, yo, I'm hurting right now. Then went to the shoulders. I'm like, damn, my shoulders hurt, and everything was just cramping up. But the worst part is because I tried to do the machine where you basically do crunches.
You can't do that?
Yo, no, I did. And that's the problem, bro. I was like, yo, because since I'm just getting back, I have a goal. Like, what I try to do is like 8 to 12, right? And then if I can't do that, like, I'm struggling.
You talking about the crunch machine?
No, whatever. Like, whatever workout I was doing, I was trying to do like 8 to 12. But if I couldn't do it, I was like, I'm going to just keep going until I can't no more. Because I was like, if I can't get to 8 to 12, then I'm weak as fuck. And I just got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And,
You are. You are.
Anyways, so I'm doing the crunches. Boom. My shit lock up.
What was the weight on it?
Oh, I can't remember. It wasn't that much though. I think it was like 35 or something like that. 100. Like 90, 100.
Light.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I'm cramping up, and like it was towards the last one. So I was like, all right. I gotta wait a little bit because my chest is still cramping up from doing chest and everything earlier. Then I moved it so my chest wouldn't cramp so much. Then my shoulders start locking up. I'm like, damn, yo, suck it up.
See, that ain't just from that's just from you not being in the gym as often as you should be.
It was bad. So I went to the locker room. I was looking around. I was like, damn, I probably look crazy out there, like walking like.
Damn,
like I'm on crack or some shit like that. Yo, I'm in the back. I'm in the locker room, hands above my head, like, yo, what the fuck, yo? I was like, I gotta get out of here, yo. It's too damn hot. It's too damn hot. I get to the car, right? I had to lean the seat all the way back because I was not trying to crunch up. So I'm driving my seat all the way to lean back. I had to use my left hand because my right one was hurt too much. And I made it home, bro. I was like, yo, I can't go on a break like that ever again, yo. I can't, because that shit was bad.
You know, like when you like sore from the gym, like say legs or some shit like that, like your legs are sore, and you be walking like a certain way, so don't like. You know, I found like what's best, just walk normal. Like, yeah, I'm telling you right now, just like walk. If your legs is hurting from like legs, or you can like say, trying to get up and shit or sitting down, just do them normal though. And if you don't think about it, you'll be fine. But if you be thinking about it, like shit, like it's gonna be hurting and shit. But if you just do everything normal like you usually do, you'll be fine. Now I realize I'm like, I can just do it normal. Like I know I'm in pain, but I can walk normal, I can sit normal. Shit.
Just make sure you don't overextend. As long as you don't overextend, you good.
Yeah, I say rest how you used to do, but like if you just get up normal shit like that, I'm telling you, bro, and you don't think about it, you cool.
Yeah, I'm good now. It's been a day. Usually it lasts about like.
You say you move your chest?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like a calm sore. You know what I mean? Like you got a good workout type of sore, not like I'm in pain.
That was yesterday.
We'll do legs.
Yeah, so
I did like technically tomorrow gonna be your worst day.
Yeah, it's not the day after; it's the day after that. That's the one that be hurting the most.
Cause you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some push-ups tonight and be alright. You know,
you gonna get stuck.
Yeah, you gonna be hurt. You not doing no push-ups. Nigga might do like 5. Like fuck you, man. I'll do it tomorrow.
Hey, 5 more than none. 5 is more than 0.
I'm gonna do another push-up challenge. Again, I remember when I think I did like years ago, like 2020 maybe. I was doing like 100 push-ups a day.
Like you change the grip each time, or you just pause, or you just doing
what 100 throughout the day?
Huh?
You did 100 throughout that whole day, or one at a time? At one time?
100 throughout the day. I was not. Like, this was not like. This is when the gyms were, I think, like closed at first, and so I'm like, and I wasn't going to the gym like recent, so I'm like, let me just start doing 100 push-ups a day and start getting my shit right again. And like by the time a month came through. Like looking more like shoulders better and shit like that. I'm like, what?
More like me.
Small?
No.
I don't want to go reverse. I was looking more built. Like my shoulders is like, you can see my shoulders is like more sturdier and shit like that. So I'm like, oh yeah. And I was like, let me do 200. Man, I did like 3 days, 200. I was like, let me just. But I started going to the gym after that's when they opened back up. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing 200. That shit crazy.
Push-ups are fire.
Where? But what I was asking, were you doing the same?
Yeah, just same
push-ups.
Yeah. Sometimes I would do sometimes like if I forgot and I'm late at night, it's just easier to do the elevated push-ups because I'll just do it like that. Where I find it like it's probably a staircase and just go and just do that shit. But I'm like, hey, it's still a push-up though. It's just a different type of push-up. You got decline, incline push-ups. They work out different muscles. So I was just still gonna do them shits anyway.
Yeah, you gonna be straight like that.
But during the pandemic, were y'all doing like outside workouts and shit like that? Cause that's when I just started going back to the gym after that.
Here and there
during the pandemic. No.
Like people was doing workouts everywhere, bro. Since gyms were closed.
I'll watch some YouTube videos, whatever they was doing in the YouTube videos. I did.
Oh yeah, I know you weren't working out. I remember when I first saw Josh back in the gym. Josh went on that weight, yo. I was like, damn, like Josh. But Josh has definitely slimmed down since then, though.
That was 2 years without working out. Literally, 2 years without working out.
Nah, if you had seen Josh, you was like, damn. I was like, damn, Josh. Like, yeah, but he lost that weight.
I saw that. I was like,
Josh lost that weight. I mean, you slimmed your face slimmed down. Like I said, ever since that picture we saw, you at your graduation looking fat.
That was funny. That was like a year ago. Was it a year?
When did you graduate? 2022?
What is it, a year and a half?
Yeah, 2022. Yeah, a year ago. So I was like, damn.
How much were you?
I thought I was 200. I think I'm just a different type of 200 around that
shit.
Maybe I definitely think I was a little bit over 200.
Jahmar was fat in his face, yo. He was fat. Like it was.
I was. Mm-hmm. But after COVID, I wasn't that big just because working at town, going up them damn steps every fucking day, at least 50 times a day. It was getting me right though. It was getting me right. But then I stopped working at town, and then I was still doing the same shit and not going to the gym, and then that's where they got into the face. But now I slimmed down a little bit. Slimmed down a little bit.
Weight,
so
weight was hard to get off.
What happened? Weight?
Oh yeah,
man. Weight is harder to put on than weight getting off, man.
No, I was with you.
What?
When I was trying to put on weight, I had to eat like a lot.
Oh, I'm telling you, I honestly putting on weight is harder than losing weight, bro.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because with like losing weight, you got like they both really consist of changing your diet. But losing weight, like you can't eat as much. But when you trying to put on weight, you got to eat more than you're usually doing, and that's not like that shit is hard. That shit is hard. Like you gotta force. Like sometimes you have to force feed yourself. If even when you're not hungry, and it's like, damn, bro, like I'm not like this shit is a lot, bro. And then like with losing weight, you just gotta do some cardio, like force, like you gotta cut that back on the fat. You can still eat like more, like certain amount of shit, but it's just gotta be like you can't eat the saturated fats and all that other shit. Man, I'd rather lose weight than gain weight. If I was like if I had to choose between, like, bro, man, at least you got the weight on you, man.
That's good though. Between the two.
I would say
before and after results both look good regardless, but like when you see before and after results of a fat person going down to slimming down, you see more. But when you're going from like slimmer to bigger, like you won't see as much of a difference, but you'll see the muscle in there, but it won't look as good as a fat person losing.
Yeah, the progress looks slower.
It is slower.
It definitely
It definitely is slower.
Damn, lose weight. I think gain weight was harder. Gaining weight was definitely harder.
I'm telling you, bro.
Losing weight didn't feel as hard.
So you gotta hit like certain calorie more. So you gotta eat this throughout the day. Like I said, it's forcing yourself to eat, bro, more. Especially like when you're not used to eating like that. It's like, damn, bro.
Yeah, that was ass. Especially like the protein shake. And you just
bro. Sometimes you not want to drink that protein shake, bro. I'm like, I do not want to do this.
When
shit,
you're trying to get it like more calories in the shake, and if you don't like, I used to not really blend it well, so that should be chunky, not chunky, but it'll be thick. I'm like,
nah, bro. Having a shake like a 2,500 calorie shake, bro. It'll fill like my whole like what is them shakes? Them blender bottles. Yeah. And then like half of or it might be around a cup, like a cup, like actual measuring cup, shit like that. Yeah. And it's a lot. And you gotta put all that shit down. And it's like, and it's not like drinking juice. It's like a smoothie with other shit in it too, where like you can get those calories and shit. I'm like, and doing that daily,
it's a lot,
bro. Oh my gosh.
I used to drink 2 of them, eat 4 times, and then have 1 snack. So I was eating technically 6 times a day, 7 times a day.
And you gotta make your meals, especially if you cooking too. And you gotta do all of that process, but that should be taking time.
Yeah, I gotta see once I lose my belly fat, then I can come up with an answer, to be honest. Because when I was trying to gain weight, I didn't think of it too much. The worst part was the eating, but now that I'm trying to lose weight, it's
the eating.
Not even the eating.
Probably the gym.
It's just being tired and the energy. Like before, when I was trying to gain weight, I was like, all right, like I would tell myself this protein is gonna make me not feel as sore, or this creatine is gonna make me feel not as sore, or whatever I was doing, it was gonna make me feel not as sore. Now I'm trying to lose weight. It's like, yo, this shit hurt. This shit, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like even going out on the walks, I'm like, damn, why am I sweating so much, or why am I doing this so much? So I want to do it a little bit more. That's the only thing that I can think of that can top trying to gain weight, is if how much pain it is shredding it. But it was only I keep being inconsistent, like going to the gym and stopping. So that's why I feel the pain extra. But like once I start getting consistent, I can give a better answer on that.
Because the more consistent you are, the faster it sheds off.
Yeah. The eating shit was ass. I learned to just eat throughout the day, but I also had a different system. That was back when I was in college, and they had a cafeteria, so I can just fill up my plate and just keep going back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with this. I know if we were doing something
about. No. That was it.
Well, speaking on something different, I know we keep talking about this a lot, but this thing is fantasy. We used to talk about this shit all the time before, like when we had Raekwon here too. So recently, I made an Instagram page for our league, and so I want y'all, like everybody in the league, I want y'all to use it also. So like. When if you talking shit, if you beat somebody in the game, you want to talk shit to them, send it to me. I upload it. You can put whatever you want to put for the caption too, whatever. I'm not going to change. Like I want people to use it, even if it's towards me. Like someone talking shit towards me, I'll put it there too, bro. I'll put like you don't like. I want people to use that. But I'm gonna be doing it like also like so. I want y'all to send y'all shit in too, and I'm also gonna be like putting like the stats in there. Also just like how it looks like an NFL page though too. How they run their shit, so it looks professional. So I want to do that. So like this it's like probably next upcoming days. I'm gonna be more active on it. So yeah, that's how I wanted the page to go to. Like I'm still gonna have the Power Rankings videos on YouTube and shit like that. But yeah, I just want this page to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want niggas to send their shit in too, bro.
Yeah.
Like whatever they gotta like. If it's like for our league related, send that shit in, man.
I think that
you'll be getting some today.
Yeah. Yeah, today. Nah, I think that's a good idea though, especially how much we talk about it on the podcast. Now that if anybody wants to watch or keep up with what's going on, they can check out the page and everything. I'm like, oh, so this is what really happened, or like, oh, are they gonna talk about this, or you know, they can kind of get a better idea of our team.
So, and I also like niggas talking about so if they follow more, a lot of people spend their time on social media. Like people in our league, I know people do. And so what I'm gonna like, even for like right from the draft, I'm gonna be doing like an update for, like on a YouTube, that's a YouTube page, or Instagram page. Like when people draft like first round results, this is their teams, and like even when the transactions are made, trades, people drop into the waiver, it's gonna be all on the page too. So like whoever else want to follow it, they know like whose teams which, like what's going on, like even results of each week, shit like that, all gonna be on a Instagram page, bro. So I'm actually excited for this too. So like it's like running like a sports page basically, but just for our league. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait for this year fantasy too, man. I got a lot to look for. Madden, 2K, fantasy, all coming up, man. All coming up.
Fantasy, I missed that aspect. I like the trash talking thing that we tried to
do. Smack talk,
the smack talk you tried to do last year. Or basically you just talk trash to whoever you're playing that week and then see how it goes. I think it had a lot of potential, but not everybody was participating in it. But definitely, like, I want to talk my shit. I know who's going to do what, and then you can play the prediction back. Once you see that I'm a fucking genius, you might, damn, Jahmar knew this back on September 3rd. That's crazy. And I'm like, yo, I tried to tell y'all.
Yeah.
And then there will be receipts for me.
If you look at back, so our first power ranking, I was wrong on some of them, like I said, but like on certain ones, like even throughout the whole year too, I got more right in my predictions, like what was going to happen. Like when I said Raekwon, for Raekwon, I kept telling Raekwon like I think Raekwon started off like 4-0 or some shit like that, and I kept telling him like, yeah, I'm like you might be 4-0 right undefeated, but I'm like it's not an impressive 4-0. I'm like I'm looking at it like because he wasn't scoring a lot and shit. I'm like bro. You gonna fall. I told him that. I'm like, you gonna fall back. I'm like, I'm waiting for it to come. Nigga went 3-7 after that, bro. After it started, I'm like, bro, what did I tell you? Nigga was fighting for last place in the consolation playoffs, bro. And I was telling him like, bro, your team gonna fall, like, and because he was making like just dumb trades too, and just fucked him over. I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you right now, your team gonna fall. Well, Lopez, I told him like Lopez, you know, he might have a hot start in the beginning of the year or some shit like that. He might, because he did that in our first year in fantasy in our league. He did that. But he will find a way to fuck himself over, and that's exactly what he did, bro. Because he has to find Diggs, and his farm was going crazy. I'm like, bro, you gotta trade him because your team is ass, and like you need to do like Jahmar did, just like get some better players for Stephon Diggs. Didn't do it, lost fantasy, bro. Shit was crazy. Devontae, I told him I gave him last place in the first pound rankings only because he didn't draft his team. But I told him like you might have been like either 1 or 2, depending on if you actually did draft your team and he was actually here for that. Devontae finished in second place. And so I'm saying like them shits kind of accurate, bro.
Not about me though.
What I say about you?
I think I was out of the playoffs, or at least you had me as like the 6th, 7th seed. You had Lopez above me. Yeah.
No, don't say ranking. Say ranking. I said you was an average player.
And I finished top 3, top 4. Or whatever.
Definitely 4. Like 6.
He was 4th place.
Yeah.
Which is like middle of the package, you know.
Regular season 2nd, but I was. We both had a bye week.
He was.
Why you looking that crazy?
You finished second.
Did y'all see what I sent y'all the other day on Snapchat?
No, I didn't see that. I heard it, and then I was like,
It was like, so I was saying like if we had just did like straight points, what was it, points? Oh no, if we did a like say like every
the
week,
weekly average.
Yeah, so if we so say like every week everybody versus each other. So like basically I would versus Jahmar, you, this and that, and so and depending on how many points you score will be your record versus everybody. So say I had the most points one week, I would be 11-0 in the league. And then you would say you came like the second most points, you would be 10-1. Say you had the least amount of points, you would be 0-11. And so if we had, say, just like we did the league like that, like because it just shows like how good you are against like the league when it comes weekly shit, bro. And sometimes you just might have a bad matchup that week, or something like say you dropped the second most points, but you say you dropped the third most points, but you lost to the team with the second most points, but everybody else had lower points than you. Like you still did better than everyone else besides the loss you have. And so if he had did the league like that, Pape would have finished in first place. He would have had he would have finished first in the regular season and then first in the playoffs too. He would have won the playoffs and the championship too. Because it would the matchups would have changed if he still did like the seeding like a bracket type playoff. He would have won for matchups because matchups would have been different and shit like that. Yeah, I'm like, damn. I think I would have won against you first week, and I would have beat you, but I would have lost second week again because I only put I put up a low amount of points in my second round. But I'm like, probably would have won. Pape's team was dropping a crazy amount of points the whole year, bro.
What round he losing?
Like, he lost to me first round. Yeah, he lost to me first round. It was crazy. So, but if he had a different matchup, like, he would have the first round bye, so he wouldn't have to go against anybody. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's a tough L. Yo.
I know it is a tough L.
I did see things like that in fantasy where basically you would have 2 records. The best you can go is 2-0, and it'll be whatever your head-to-head matchup is, and then the second would be yours against the league. Whoever, I think it was like you had to be the top 6 if in our 12-man. If you're in the top 6, that means you all went 2-0. And if you're the bottom 6, you went 1-1 if you won your matchup but lost against the league and something like that. I like that's interesting. I wouldn't want to do that though.
I like that.
I wouldn't like that.
I like that.
I like the idea of it, but that's what makes fantasy. You know, it's like, damn, I just had a tough matchup. Like, I had a crazy week, but I just went against this type of player, and like, that's just fantasy. You know, it just makes it fun, and just like anything can happen. Anything.
It's crazy because, like I said, Pape was a league leading scorer, but he finished like the regular season like 6 or some shit like that. Yeah, I think it was 6 because I was a 5th seed, and I think we went against each other, which is crazy, bro. Crazy. How do you like you come in 6th but lead the league in scoring? That's tough, bro. That is tough.
Yeah.
But I think he just put a lot of his wins. He put up a lot of points, but like he had some crucial losses. Like he didn't put up as much points. But he did. One game versus Lopez that week, and he lost. Like I think he put up like 174. When Pape put up 174, and Pez put up like 181 or some shit like that. It was crazy. I'm like, I would hate losing like that. Putting up that many points and still losing. I mean, I'd rather just drop 100. Like at least I know I lost. Like, losing like that, putting up that many points. Shit, that shit was crazy, man. That shit is crazy.
Damn, that's why I can't wait for it. You know, one of us is gonna be Doodoo.
All right, not me. I know, like, but I'm getting ready for this season. Like, this is the the most anticipation I ever had for a fantasy season, bro.
Yeah.
The champion is returning, so no doodle for me.
Because everybody's gonna be watching you, and who knows what your team is like without
Isaiah,
trade.
Devontae
I
Adams.
still got everybody else.
If you didn't get Devontae Adams, you're not winning.
Exactly. That's a whole different team. That's a whole different team.
I know who I wanted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. I don't blame you for the trade. It just Isaiah did some dumb shit.
See, I was thinking.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
I still got Lopez.
And
Oh yeah, we still got Lopez, but he be trying though, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, we gonna see though, because everybody's gonna be expecting that trade to come. And when the reputation goes that when you trade with Josh, he wins, people are not gonna want to trade with you just for that reason alone. And how you gonna manage through that?
I'll readjust. Don't worry.
We gonna see. We gonna see. That's the beauty of being in the league for a long time.
I told you in the car. Don't let me get two.
Hey,
I'm telling you, bro. I'm coming on top this year. I've only made improvements. This is our third season, and I've only made improvements. Josh made improvements. Josh went from third to first. I went from like ninth or some shit like that. Not ninth, because it was only 10 people first year.
Eight. No. You were
Seventh, maybe? Or seventh? I made like somewhere around there, like 7, 8 maybe, to third place.
Okay.
So and you finished in fourth place this year. So and second in regular season, right?
Yeah.
So don't
first. That's my goal.
Or it could be first, like in regular season, and then that's not gonna happen. It could. I'm just saying it could be, and then like third.
No.
Cause you're not. I'm telling you, right? Oh, I can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't see you in first place.
Why not?
I can't. I don't see.
Why not?
You just not.
Cause that would be a first for you. Your first ever championship in fantasy for how many years, bro? Shit, crazy.
The difference is, one, I'm not commissioner, and two, this is PPR.
What does commissioner have to do? What do you mean?
Commissioner. When was the last time a commissioner won the league?
Well, I kind of won first season.
That wasn't your team.
But I managed the team.
But you ain't like
I managed
draft
it for
those
most
players.
of the season. For most of the season, I didn't draft
those players.
I didn't draft.
That was a good team.
Yeah,
but I still. But say I managed the team poorly and lost.
Yeah, you easily could have lost it. But draft plays a big role.
Drafting and the trade
and managing too, and using the waiver wire too. I use it like I said for more. I was the manager for that team for more of the season than he was, and my uncle was.
But
I'm partially a winner. I'm partially in.
It's like you have what like you can do it. That's kind of what that means. But it's like then that questions your draft. Is your draft really what's messing you up? Because now you know you're capable of winning, but that draft part you wasn't a part of. And
so our last season, did I not draft a good team?
You did.
Exactly, bro. And like I said, until injuries came in, like when Cooper Kupp got hurt, that's the only thing. That's where I started losing. But I still finished in third place, so I know I could draft good.
Third is good, but it brings me back to the question: what commission you know that won it?
Me?
No, you didn't. No,
I partially won.
No. Partially is like being part-time commissioner. That's different. That's
no,
not full-time commissioner.
I managed that team,
but you didn't draft a team though, and that makes the difference.
So okay, so what if okay, I'm trying to think. So cause I didn't. So what if someone else drafted a team? Am I trying to think this right? You said I didn't just so I just managed it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. What's in the scenario I'm trying to say? What if? I don't think.
What if you drafted the team? You would have went. What you finished 8th? That's what it would have happened if you drafted the team. Because you drafted your own team and you managed that team and you finished 8th.
I had injuries that season. It was a lot. The only reason why I know this was because I was looking back in the chat history, and it was talking about the injuries. And how I'm like, damn, that's what I had. I had injuries that more than it was like multiple injuries. So I was like, fuck, it was nothing I could do. But if I say I drafted a team and someone else managed it and they lost though with it, but it was a good team. Managing comes like coaching, managing all that shit. Plays a big part.
Yeah. So does draft.
I mean,
like they
that's
both
true.
play a good part about it.
Because you could
But
be.
there was drafts and then there was trades for that team. There was 2 trades that definitely helped that team.
Who did he trade for? He traded with you.
He traded with me.
Was it a bad trade?
Absolutely, that was a great trade for me and him.
Oh, so it's an even trade. Wasn't it like he trade raped somebody?
Except
But
for
that was
Lopez.
before Naeem.
Except for Lopez.
That trade never went through.
They did? Huh?
No, never went through. It was like he was about to get Cooper Kupp and a bunch of other people too. It was crazy, bro. And I think like Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase. It was ridiculous, bro.
that's crazy.
No,
Ridiculous.
it was before that. It was because he got DK from me. I got Justin Jefferson from him. I got Jonathan Taylor from him. He was going to get, I think, Travis Kelce.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Pez almost did like some dumb shit, bro. It was crazy. The team, like, bro, my uncle would have been ridiculous, bro. I don't know how he talked. I actually don't know how he talked Pez into that shit, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I'm saying, like, his team, it was a solid team. He finished the season like 8 or 9, no, 8-6 maybe. Like, and then won the playoffs. So it wasn't like that. It was similar to my team, bro. I just want, like, I made the right move, like, going later on in the season. I used the waiver wire, bro, and shit like that. Come on.
I hear what
Do
you're
I not
saying.
get partial credit?
You do get partial
Okay,
credit, but it's
then.
not the, it's not.
That's all I've been asking for, partial credit. I kept saying, I'm not saying it was, I'm the sole reason, but give me partial credit.
Yeah, like I said, you have potential to
I'll give you
get there. Like, you can manage it.
33.333.
Yeah, you can manage the team,
I
but
need
the
half.
draft.
At least half.
No,
33.
At least half?
No, because
for managing the team for over half of the season through the playoffs?
Because
that's crazy.
Look,
That's crazy.
Based off the team, how many players are playing?
What do you mean?
Like how many people? You have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers.
We had 3 receivers?
Was that? I don't know about your first year, but at least the one we played, we had 3 receivers.
This season?
Yeah, the season that just passed.
You did?
Yeah.
We had 3 seasons?
And then a flex.
Oh. I did not know that. Okay.
So it's like 10 or 11. Let's say 10 or 11. Let's just say 10 to make it easy, right? You have 10 players. If you draft 4 to 5 solid players, that's half the team. And then how often are you really changing a kicker, a defense? Like you can realistically run that off the waiver wire. But there's 4 to 5 players that are staying on that starting lineup every single week. There's not much to manage.
I need to check how many transactions I made from when I first picked up that team. I'm telling you, bro.
There's not much to manage.
It is a lot to manage. If you started, oh my god.
But if you already have 5 players that you know is going to do their thing, what, you got to find a flex that you hope he kicks?
He finished 8-5-1.
8-5-1?
Yeah, 8-5-1.
My uncle's team?
Yeah.
That's the same record I had.
And then I finished 9-5-1. So
Oh, y'all tied each other.
Yeah, and then let me see. So we went. Oh, and then Dante finished 10-4, but his team was bad.
Dante? His team, bro. Yeah, he had a crazy draft. See, like, what that say? Whose name right there in first place? Come on, bro. Like, stop playing with me. I need to see. I wish I could see the team. I'm not gonna see it until I get home. I think. I don't think I can actually
you gotta see it off the computer version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way?
Yeah, the only way to see like further into the app really doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah, so it was 8-5-1, 10-4, 9-5, and then Pape 8-6.
Yeah,
you were 8th, 5-9.
Okay. 8-5-9. Yeah, it was a bad set. Like I said, injuries was crazy for me. But that's through playoff too. I had the second worst record though. Yeah, second worst record in the regular season.
Anyways, so let's just say 5 is pushing it. Let's say you have 3 to 4 players that you know can have a crazy game. You're gonna win majority of your games, knowing that. Not a lot of people have that. When you want to look back at last season, when you look at Pez's team where he had like 2 or 3 players that you know he had like 1 or 2 players that you know that's going to perform every week. Same with Zakai. You had to get rid of them because you have to find replacement for your reliable 3 to 4 players. And that's what he did for you.
I mean, I'm getting 50%, at least 50% credit.
No.
I'm getting 50% credit to myself. Like I said, if he do one part, if he drafted players, okay, cool. But if I'm managing the team for most of the regular season through the playoffs, I need my credit. I need my 50% partial credit.
When you go back, I need my 50%. The players that he drafted that stayed on that starting lineup.
I'm gonna give myself 50% partial credit, bro.
If that shit is over 5,
we gave you partial credit. 33.3.
No, 50%, bro. It got at least 50%. If I'm managing the team through most of the season, of the season, and it's not like the team was. If it was 11-0 team. Then okay, or that's a 11-0 team to playoff. Or actually, because this was 16 team at 10-0,
14.
Or 4. I'm just talking about regular season, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but was it 14 games though? Because this was before they extended the games. 8-5-1. Oh no, okay, right. It's still 14 games. So 14. So if his team, like if I just won every game with that team, then okay, I would be fine accepting less than 50% partial credit. But I'm losing with the team too. Like I lost with the team too. I don't know if I might have tied with Josh when I was managing the team. But I'm setting a lineup every week using a waiver wire. Like come on, like that's most of the season. Like you hear me, but you're not listening though.
Cause you not listening to me, yo. Cause how many positions are you rotating really?
Multiple.
Like the flex.
I gotta see the team. I don't remember how that went. I gotta see the team.
That's what I'm saying.
I actually might be able to check my phone if I just go to the computer version of the website.
So boom. What was the reason why Josh won? What was the reason?
Devontae Adams. Yeah.
Devontae Adams is a big time player. I'm saying your uncle could have had someone that's a big time player. If you had like 2-3 of those, you're gonna be solid. The reason why your team started going downhill is because Cooper Kupp got hurt and your star players got hurt. So your star players make or break your team. You could try to build around it and manage it, but those star players really make your team and help you out. And that's why I'm saying that he deserves more credit because he had to do the research to figure out who he wants and put his position players in the right position.
I'm about to find out.
You just have to worry about the number 2s and 3s.
I might go to this version.
He had a good team though. He had DK after he was doing trash for me, so he started kicking after. And then I had Justin Jefferson, who was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. I'm on the website now. This is the the computer version of the website. I just got to go to league, history, and then let me see.
He had a solid. I'm most definitely sure he had a solid team. Dante only went 10-4 because of Patrick Mahomes and
okay, this is
a few good players. That's all I'm hearing.
But his team was alright.
Let me see. I'm trying to. Okay. All right. So quarterback, Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
he drafted that.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't make any.
Okay. So that's one position. Wait.
Actually, I can check. He drafted 7th overall. 7th round.
Yeah.
69th overall, and Justin Herbert was the number 3 quarterback in fantasy that year, averaging 21.5. It's a quarterback though. James Robinson. This is in week 13. I'm just looking at the thing. Should I check the championship? Yeah, because that was Devon. No, which week did I'm trying to see the championship round.
Anyway, Josh, you hear what I'm saying though? Like since he didn't draft his team, you was agreeing with me. You said 33%.
33%. A third is a good.
Justin Jefferson drafted. Oh no, this was a trade he made with Pez. So this is a trade. That
was me.
Traded.
I got Justin Jefferson.
No, you don't.
Oh no, who did I? Jonathan Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
What was the trade?
Pez did some dumb shit.
I told you because he did definitely make a trade.
So he still did another dumb trade.
He had a trade.
He traded Josh. My uncle traded him Josh Allen for Jahmar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think I got Jahmar Chase from him. I got Jahmar Chase and Jonathan Taylor from his uncle.
Whoa.
It's I'm looking at this correctly, right?
Lopez did. He fucked it up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I mean, I got Jahmar Chase out of it, but
right now we have 3 players.
Wait, but I don't see Justin Jefferson on his roster though.
Jahmar Chase? No,
Jahmar Chase, not Jefferson. You got what?
He traded with me.
Oh, he traded you Jahmar Chase?
I don't know. You can check my team. I got one of them.
Let me see. I gotta check on another team. Okay. Let me second to look at this.
Yo,
because I know I for sure got Jonathan Taylor from him.
So right off the bat, Justin Herbert finishing third. That means there's some days he put up enough points for a quarterback and a flex. Then Jahmar Chase and Justin Jefferson are both capable.
He didn't have him. I don't think he had him for only like a week.
Well, you want to pick one.
So Josh had Jahmar Chase. I just see the trade you and my uncle did.
I'll wait.
So my uncle traded you Jahmar Chase, Elijah Mitchell, and Jonathan Taylor for Miles Sanders and DK Metcalf.
See,
was Jonathan Taylor going crazy that 2 years ago?
I'm about to find. I'll check
his after the fact.
I know he did the season after. Yeah. Oh no, he went crazy that season. Jonathan Taylor finished number 1 in fantasy.
He dropped 50 twice.
Damn.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's number 1. Yeah, he dropped 52 points one season in fantasy.
Wait a fuck.
No, he only dropped 52 once. 50
it was
once.
Only once. And it was a 40 game, right?
He had a 30 game, two 30 games, and a 28 game.
What type of league is this? So at one point he had Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Jahmar Chase, and Justin Jefferson.
I mean, he still won a league.
Yeah, but he didn't have him for long. There was literally
but they were all on his roster for one moment.
Yeah, but he wasn't using Jonathan Taylor.
His star players were Justin Herbert, number 3 in fantasy. Justin Jefferson, who was number 3 in fantasy. DK, this is a 10-man league. DK Metcalf, number 13 in fantasy. It's not really a star. Devontae Adams, who was number 2 in fantasy. Mark Andrews, number 1 in fantasy that season. Like I had to say, star players. Star players, yeah. His quarterbacks were Justin Herbert and Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford finished 6th in fantasy.
And then, what was my team?
Your team, I'll name Josh team. He had Derek Carr starting out quarterback. Derek Carr finished number 13 in fantasy. Jonathan Taylor, number 1. Joe Mixon, who was number 3. Deebo Samuels, who was 4. Jahmar Chase, who was 5. Mike Williams, who was 18. Dallas Goddard was 6. Leonard Fournette, who was number 5. I don't know how you didn't win. Broncos defense, number 9. Yeah. Y'all had a good team. He even had Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson was my starting quarterback. Derek Carr, I think Lamar got hurt. That's
why
I
got hurt.
Derek Carr.
Jalen Waddle, you also had Jalen Waddle.
Told you.
That's crazy.
Josh was 9-5.
How many roster spots played each week?
How many what?
Roster spots. So was it?
It's the same as our
11.
Same. 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, tight end, flex defense, kicker.
So 5 of those spots were guaranteed, and they're all capable of putting up enough points for 2 people.
It's a 10-man league.
Literally, me, Dante, and his uncle that's why we had the best teams. We literally had.
You weren't managing much. What
I was managing that
Picking around
team.
the fucking kicker.
Yo, oh my gosh.
The fucking kicker. He had the number 2 and 3 receiver. His third was DK at 13.
Yeah, but I had Jahmar. I had
say
Jahmar
50%.
Yes, 50% for most of the season. I don't know what.
I'm talking about 50%.
Let me see.
What the hell?
2021. So let me see when I first started managing a team. I can tell you what week it was. I go back to 2021. That's when it was. 2021.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so it was. After in that week, it was like around October 3rd, and then so the week the week of October 3rd was a Sunday. That's when I started managing the season, but I don't know what day what week that was in fantasy though. Can you check? Like, can you check like that? Actually, I can check. I just gotta look at the games.
That'd be before half. That's definitely. I think that's before half.
It definitely is before half. I know. Okay, it was week. What game did I just click on? I didn't go back to that game. Houston. It was week 5. I started managing that team. Week 5, I started managing the team.
So you didn't hear anything I said?
I heard you.
That's
but you
five positions. You know what positions that means you will change around? Besides bye weeks? The RB2, flex, defense, and a kicker.
But I'm about to check his schedule
again. Good thing.
So his team was.
That's what you had to manage.
Huh?
That's what you had to manage. What I just listed.
I managed the team to victory. That's what I did.
So you found an RB2 that really didn't even have to put in much work just because everybody else was going stupid.
So look, he saw. So it was, 211 points.
Who was that?
That is crazy. Versus my cousin one season. That first season. I think that's like a league high.
Yeah, because I put up. No, because ooh.
Not you, Josh.
No, because I put up 200 the same year. It was 2 times.
Crazy. So you never put up more than 211.
No, I don't think so.
That's ridiculous.
So he was 4-1 to start the season off, but went on a 4-game losing streak right after. That's when Pez was hot. So I think I paid like Pez right after. Pez dropped like 162. Had 160 dropped on me. Lost by 3, 127 to 124. Lost 96 to 76. Then went on a 2-game win streak. Tied. And then I was running the playoffs, I think, because we went to week 14 to regular season. And it was a 4-week playoff, but it was 2 weeks per round. Yeah. And I won.
My highest was 205.
I won. I need my 50% partial credit.
No, that's not 40%.
That is 50%.
You go up 7.
Yeah.
Huh? You 40.
Give me my 50%. Yo, stop.
Give him 50.
Give credit when credit is due, man.
I am.
No, because you didn't have to touch any of his receivers.
So if I didn't manage that team for the rest of the season, what would happen?
They would have lost because they had an incomplete roster.
Uh-huh. And I stepped in.
And you set the lineup.
And I managed that team.
For the RB2.
So look at
the flex.
Remember when Brian left the league? Yeah. And Rohan took over as commissioner?
Mm-hmm.
And he managed that team?
His team wasn't stacked like that.
This is the thing. Remember, this is a 10-man.
The same with Brian.
But no, we're comparing it to like my league.
Yeah.
This is a 10-man. So everyone's gonna, of course, everyone's roster is gonna look boosted up because it's a 10-man. A lot of people had Josh had multiple people who was like top 10. That's what happens in a 10-man league.
Look, you got a little bit of credit, but not 50%.
50% credit.
50% is too much.
It's not too much.
It's
just enough.
No.
For over half of the season.
I could do 45.
Yes.
For those 4 positions that I named?
My uncle would have given me 50% credit. I know he would.
45.
If I manage it. I'm giving 50, man. To manage a team, bro. So a lot of y'all couldn't manage a team to make it to keep it going, bro. Yes, I know. Not you. You couldn't. You haven't won any fantasy league, so no, I don't believe you could. You haven't won a championship in fantasy
league. It's because of what I just said. Name a commissioner that won the league.
Me.
You didn't win.
Wait, who did he play in the playoffs? He played. Was it Dante?
Who?
Your uncle.
I thought you said he played you.
You played Dante
in the championship. Yeah.
No, I lost to Dante. I think Dante had a good game.
No, my uncle beat you first round.
Oh, never mind. See, by how much?
Look at this false narrative. I thought you said you finished you lost in the championship.
I gotta see because
then you won the championship.
Third.
I know it was like 2 weeks per round, but it's only saying
go back and check.
It's only saying 144 to 112, but that's only 1 week though. But it was 2 weeks per round, so I'm kind of
because I know.
Or was it 1 week per round? No, it was only 1 week per round.
Yeah, because I lost. It was Derek Carr.
Because we extended the season 2 more games to have like just so the playoffs was only 1 game. So yeah, 144 to 112. Josh lost.
I lost.
Yeah.
So I knew I lost to 1 or 2.
Yeah, Josh. Yes. 50% partial credit.
Nah, y'all tell us what you think.
I still won't count it as a loss to me. A winner.
No, actually, I did. I beat Josh.
No, you didn't.
I beat Josh. Yeah, I beat Josh.
No,
let me see if I beat you at any other time.
No.
I did. I beat Josh twice. I dropped 183 on Josh. 183 to 156. Yes.
No.
So
that's not even your team,
bro. I managed the team.
That don't count.
That's not even.
They need to say Naeem. Naeem Rudolph.
It does, cause my name is under the team. When you go to championship, my name is under there.
You know what you did?
No.
You did.
I managed the team. Do you think Paz could have managed that team well to win the championship?
No.
Okay, then. So stop.
That's like
come on,
some Jimmy Garoppolo shit.
But that's like the bottom half of the league.
That's
though.
like
that's
that
the bottom.
early Brady shit where you just don't have to fuck it up. Everything else is gonna take care of it. Just don't fuck it up. That was your role.
Look, the only people that not messing that team up, I think Jahmar might mess it up. I don't know.
Yo, how you gonna say that? How you gonna say that?
I want you to go to. You have a fantasy app on your phone?
Yeah.
Go to the league history, and then go to the and look at the winners year by year, and tell me whose name you see on there. And
he's gonna say his name and Bruce. But listen, Josh, how you gonna say that about me when that was my first full year of PPR.
Me and Bruce.
No, don't say you. Me.
First full year of PPR, I finished 4th, arguably 3rd.
Jahmar, yo, are you blaming it on PPR?
No, I'm saying that it's a different ball game. So if you're basing it off of what I did in standard and how I never won in that,
no, you never won
at
I
all.
only been
one
one season.
You
one season.
You never
But
won
you
in
win.
fantasy at all. So let's start at that.
No commissioners have that, you know, or you know.
I know one. Me, nigga.
Listen, so that's the difference. Like, how come? Because he did it, I guess. But that y'all sleeping on me.
Even if you don't want to give me 50%
really
partial
sleeping.
credit, even if you want to give me 50% partial credit,
I said 45.
I still get credit for winning first place though, because I was part of that
get
team.
credit.
So I am still a partial winner, regardless of what percentage you give me. I'm still a partial winner of that team.
And I finished 2nd with no trade rapes. Ooh.
2nd with no trade rapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I finished 3rd with none.
But how?
And no, you finished 4th. Don't say that. Say that 4th.
How is that gap between 3rd and 4th? We're doing the same thing that much different that I can't manage that team to a championship. Where he only had to work on
Because
RB2.
You've never won
defense,
any championship.
Kicker.
You don't know what it takes.
And a flex.
You don't know what it takes to win a football championship, a fantasy football championship. I've won some previously, not in this league, but I've won some, so I know what it takes to win.
What's some sorry people?
Oh my God!
I know what it takes to win.
Sakai, he's saying you sorry, basically, because I was Sakai's lead. I mean, Sakai is sorry. I ain't gonna hold.
So, if that's what you want to do, if that's what I gotta do, is go play some people who don't really play fantasy or is their first year, I'll go do that and get a chip.
I joined Pez, Brian, and whoever else. You weren't in that league too?
Yeah, but I didn't play.
So
the
you
full
were
season.
sorry.
I didn't play in that season. Like I stopped managing my
he said
team.
he's sorry.
I didn't play that full season. Like
I was in that league.
I was like, I had my lineup. I probably didn't even set my lineup a lot of weeks. Like I just did it. I just joined just to join. And that's why I didn't do it the next year because I wasn't doing it. But I joined back, and then I started kicking.
Right.
Yeah.
What's it called? It was fun. So this coming up, I'm gonna live stream like the draft selection shit. Even though I used to always just kind of got inspiration from Jahmar when he used to like just record his phone and just do the click thing like 3 random times. So I was just doing the wheel shit. So I just made a video out of that. And so I never really saw a problem doing it like that. I just like random shit like that. And then but then when Sakai brought it up at like our little like kickball shit, he was like, "Oh, you can do that shit like 10 times." I'm like, I don't have time to do that shit 10 times the way I was running that league, bro. But I guess I kind of understand. But that, so I'll just live stream it this year. But yeah, I hope I don't get like the first pick again, bro. I just want a mid round pick. That's all I want. That's all I've been asking for, bro.
I know what pick I want.
Yeah, I already know how it's going down. So once, so I'm gonna try to get that done this week too. So if people want to start planning how they want to draft and shit like that, they're gonna do that.
I need my draft order so I can start. Or is there trading for picks?
Yeah, I've always been trading for picks, but I don't think anybody's. I think after last year what happened with me, I don't think anybody's gonna want to trade picks. So, but I would love to see. I would see any team trades and picks, man. I like to see trades going on throughout the league. You know, that means that people are active and trying to make some moves and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was funny too. So when we were at the kickball shit, we were talking about trading. Like Sakai thinks I invited Isaiah because I could get over on him, like trade whatever, and so it was easy. But it was really just to fill the league. Yeah, I'm trying to get this. Cause we only had 11 at the time. Like I need to get another person. So I'm like, who's played fantasy football? Isaiah's been in one of my leagues like before in high school, And so Kai just think he don't play at all. I'm like, I mean, he watches. I don't know how extensive he watches football. Like he's played fantasy. He was in another league also. And so he was like, when he was saying like I wasn't gonna let nobody like make that trade. He wasn't gonna allow that trade to go through. He's like, if I'm paying money for this shit, I'm not allowing that shit to go through. Yeah. And so I'm like, well, you did that. I'm like, you got what you wanted, but like at what, like you had the consequences that came with it too. Yeah. And so, and then he was like, that's probably like I was telling him like that's why you lost and shit like that. I'm like, you were that bad. I'm like, you wouldn't want to trade your player. He's like, I couldn't though because I had these people suspended. And I was telling him like, I tracked the stats. I'm like, even if you had these people started, they would lost anyway.
I was willing to take them.
Yeah, and
it's
so look,
also different too.
All right, but hold up, I'm gonna let you go. But let me finish. When I was telling him that, he was like, I could have traded, but like Sakai, he was like, saying I couldn't trade it, but Sakai doesn't trade, and so him saying that too was like laughable to me because in his like in other leagues he has his own league tournament. Also, he doesn't trade, and so he wasn't going to trade anyway. Like he keeps saying like he would have traded or everyone else since bad trades, but I'm like, nigga, you wasn't trading anyway, bro. Like, come on, let's keep it being. And so like you not wanting to trade it makes like your team lose. So I'm like, that's how I felt about it. So he liked to blame it on that, but I'm like, man, you wasn't trading. But go ahead.
Like, if he had those players starting,
they would have still lost,
right? Then the players that were starting would have moved to the flex. And according to you, managing your flex and your RB2 makes a big difference. Because all that energy he had to fill in those other positions, because since how many players were suspended?
Three week 1, 2 week 2, and then 1 week 3.
Okay, that means he has to find a starter for, let's say, his running back every week. Then he has to find another player for whatever his wide receiver 1, and then he has to find another flex. When if he had all his players to start with, he could have just searched for that flex player and just put all his energy to that, and he could have found someone better for that one spot. But he couldn't do that. He had to widen his search so he can fill up the players that are missing, and that's why it makes a difference.
Did he make any trades?
Those players, he still would have to make those searches for those players.
Did he try to trade in those players?
I wanted one.
Did you get any trades done with him?
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got to trade that with Sakai.
Stop. That's what.
I was saying, what you get?
I didn't get anything. I was lying.
I said, it wasn't even just Sakai though. Like some people, like a lot of people in the league, just put these players on high pedestals. Some deserve to be there, but not everybody though. Mm-hmm. And then when you're in a bad position too, like a bad negative record, you really don't have a lot of like say. Oh, I won't say say. You won't have like a lot of wiggle room because you need to fill out your roster now. Because like not if you have one good person on your roster and then everybody else is like trash basically because you have a negative record anyway. People don't understand that. Besides you, I'll say that you're the only person I know that actually understands that. You haven't been in a negative record before, so I can't really say it.
You're absolutely right. Thank you.
But I've seen Jahmar do it multiple times, but he gets it though. Yeah. And if people actually looked at the way Jahmar did, like I'm actually giving you credit, Jahmar. If people actually looked at the way Jahmar does it, I think they would be more successful. And so, like I said, Jahmar put himself in a better situation for trading for Josh Allen with what's his name, Raekwon on some bullshit. So if people actually stop being so stubborn, like there's a lot of people in the league who are stubborn and they just won't trade at all, and like put people on even some people that be winning too, like Pape. Pape was putting some people on high pedestals too. I'm like, bro, all right,
he refuses to trade.
I'm not getting that trade off. But I think if people stop just like being more stubborn and like actually have an open mind to like, okay, maybe this or shit like that, I think people might be more successful, and then might not have a bad record and maybe could change their team around, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of good though that some people put people on like a pedestal like that, because that means you can get a trade off that could benefit you more, because they're like, oh, this player is so nice, I need him.
Or I'm not saying don't put somebody, but like some like I'll say on my team, I never like nobody was untradeable. Like if it was a good trade, I'll accept it. Yeah. But some people like saying, oh, this guy's he's like worth all these players. Like who did a good last season? Justin Jefferson, right? He was like number 1 in fantasy. Yeah. Let's say
that was Pape. Pape was No, he was not.
Where probably said like Justin Jefferson is worth like Devontae Adams. Who else you got on your team?
Austin Eckler, and like someone else. Like there were somebody. No, that wouldn't make sense. Like some people. Like, I'm not saying like Pablo that said that. I'm like some people putting people on pedestals like that though. I'm like when it's not deserving. Like Pez with Diggs, he was putting Diggs on a high pedestal. Like Diggs was good last season, but I'm like you put him like. It was like he was asking for like way too much, bro. From my, it wouldn't make no sense for my team to do that.
It's hard, yo. It's hard.
Pape did ask for Austin Eckler and Devontae Adams.
For who?
For Justin Jefferson.
That's it.
And there was someone else. And one of my tight ends.
No.
That was literally
I see Pape be trying. I be trying. Pape be trying to get one niggas, bro.
Yo, it's like when you're in a dark place like that, and the only thing you see is light is that one player. It's hard to give that up. That's your only hope because it's not even guaranteed once you make that trade that your team will be fine. But once you got to really think about it. Okay. And you can start winning games because your best player may be putting up 30. Your other players that you have on your roster may be putting up 5, 8, 10, putting up some weak numbers. You need to fill up that lineup because if one of them have a good game, that's good. But having multiple people that can have potential good games is like that will help your team. You need to fill up your tight end spot. You need to get a good defense. There's other positions that you can fill to have a good game that can win you your games. Because not everybody has a balanced roster where everybody's kicking your butt. Like having a quarterback. Your running back and receivers kicking. Not everybody has a team like that, whether it's injuries or something. And you just having a one up, even if it's by half a point, if you have that one up on the other half of the league, you can start winning some games. And if you're already losing, you're in a must-win mode because them playoffs will get there. That's my problem. I have to make that adjustment a little bit earlier. And that's what I did in this league. I made the adjustment early, and it got me into the playoffs because I was losing. I was like, what, 1-2, 1-3 before I got Josh Allen?
It's around now.
So I had a losing record, huh?
So was I.
Yeah, both y'all start off on 1.
Yeah, and then
I was 1-2, and then I made a trade, and then I was 11-3.
See, you made adjustments. And I had to make adjustments. And my standard league, I was doing ass. I didn't win for a minute, but I had to trade damn near all my good players. And if you heard those trades, you'd be like, damn, what the fuck?
I've heard him. You told me before. I've heard him.
You're like, what the fuck? But my record since I traded, listen to the dudes I traded. I traded away Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper, Austin Eckler, and that's all I can remember. But those were like my top 3 picks, and I traded them all away because I was losing with them. I don't
keep Amari Cooper. He's not a keepable player.
You have your opinions, but I had to trade them away, and I started winning. It's just that I made the trade a little bit too late, and I was beating the teams that I was battling with. So I was at the bottom, but I was like a game or 2 from the middle of the pack. In my schedule, I just went against the top team. I wasn't able to beat that top team, but I was beating everybody that was in the middle of the pack to the point where I was a game or 2 off from being in the playoffs. And it was because some people got a tie on some BS because not everybody set their fucking lineups. But that's another story. But it worked, though. It worked. I had to give away some studs so I can beat the average to below average type of dudes so I can get wins. That's at the end of the day, that's all that matters is wins.
So you average type of fantasy player?
No.
Yes, he is. He is. I've been telling bro, Jahmar is an average fantasy player. It's not gonna be average though. You just average. I've been saying Jahmar is average, bro.
You aiming to be the average to below average fantasy player.
I went from the bottom of the league to average. That's improvement. You're not gonna jump not from the trades that you can make from the bottom. You're not gonna jump to the best team in the league.
Jahmar,
me.
Just okay. As a fantasy football player for all these years, what would you consider yourself like as a fantasy owner? Like, what would you like? Bottom, middle, top, mid top.
What would you call yourself first?
Slightly above average.
I'm gonna say I'm a top player.
Over the years in fantasy, I mean, I've won
2.
I've won 3. What?
So I won this our partial credit for this our CBFF I won. Okay. I won one of my brother's leagues. And I won PES League. And I also came like second place in a league before and third before. So actually,
you above average.
I won't say slightly above average. I'll just say above average. I'll say above average.
I'll say above average for myself.
I haven't had a lot of losing seasons in fantasy.
I only played 2 years, but I got 28 and 8.
I think I maybe had like 2 or 3 losing seasons in fantasy from what I can remember.
All right.
So what would you put yourself as?
I would say in PPR, a top team.
No, don't just. I just fantasy overall. Fantasy overall. I don't need standard.
No separation.
PPR. I see overall.
General.
I'm giving myself like a B plus. That's what I'm giving myself around.
I'm giving myself a B plus. You get a B minus.
It's different.
Me? No.
You can't beat me. B minus.
B minus.
And I beat you. Yeah. Damn. You see how quiet guy? You see how quiet guy? That's what I'm saying. It's like.
So what do you give yourself?
But you didn't finish in first.
I'm giving myself B plus in all my years of fantasy as a fantasy football player.
If you take all my years of fantasy, all right, you can put me in the average range.
So a C.
C.
That's what average is. A C plus.
Yeah, you can put me there. You can be me there because of my bad years in standard. I think
with no wins in at all either.
That's terrible.
But it's only playing in one highly competitive league.
But I'm just talking about overall. And you've been in multiple leagues, right?
This is like the first time I've been in like multiple leagues, in your leagues and Fajardo's. And the first year in Fajardo's, I didn't.
I won that shit.
I didn't play the full season, and then
why?
Huh?
Why?
Being petty. That's really what it is. And I was like, I need to focus on my standard league, and that's what happened.
So, what's your most competitive league right now?
I would say
you're not winning this one. So,
most competitive, I would say the standard one.
That's your most. Is it 10-man?
Yeah, 10-man.
Really? Who's in it? Who's like that? That's competitive.
Most of the people still in your league, but Emmett, Pape, Devontae, Garcia, Rohan.
Rohan's competitive? Has he ever won?
No, but he's up there. Like when I look back at the records, there was a few years where he was like battling with Pape as like the top scoring teams in there.
Okay. Man, we should join that. That's a win. Me and you, top teams right there.
That's 5. 5 out of 10.
I'm trying to think who else is in the league. I'm drawing a blank.
You at 6.
Juan went crazy this season.
Is he competitive? Or
he's been in the league 2 years. The first year he was barely managing his team, but he was still like a playoff type of team. And the year that just passed, he had the best season ever in our league.
Okay.
And then,
what was that?
Huh?
What was that?
Like, I think that's like.
You asking me or him?
Asking him.
Oh, why you keep looking at me? Sounds like
because I don't know where I think we're at 7 right now. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Juan's competitive after just 1 season.
What was his? I said 2.
What was his
record?
Said
he barely managed his team.
The first year he barely managed his team, and the second year he managed his team. And the second year where he managed his team, he went like he had the best record ever in our league.
Record? What's the record?
I think. How many games until playoffs? 13. So I want to say he was like 12-1. Like he only had 1 L. Like he was going stupid.
That's really like 1 season. So that's really, if he barely managed it his first season, I'm not giving him credit for that.
So that means he's a top team off of 1 team. You know, it's not the law to base it off of. And then
you saying over, so you're basically saying the majority of the league is competitive. You got like 7-8 right now.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's tough, especially because. Since it's standard, you don't get points per catch. Not too many players are good. So in Austin Eckler, for example, in PBR, he'll go crazy with both. But in standard, it's like he's still tough, but it's not as much of an advantage with his catches involved. Without his catches, And there's a lot of players like that. Saquon, for example. Saquon went stupid, but some weeks it might be a little bit rough because he don't have them catches like when he has like 50-yard type of games. And like that's why, and plus everybody's reputation of each other. So they know that certain people gets away with trades, so they're not going to try to trade with them. They know that someone's going to hoard some certain players, hoard running backs. And like they're like, oh, I got to draft that earlier, and you just learn people's tendencies, and that's why it makes it more competitive. I'm not saying your leagues are not competitive as too, especially with getting rid of.
I'm not saying our league's not competitive. I was just asking, what's your most competitive league?
Yeah, especially with getting rid of Isaiah, and now the new Isaiah is coming in. There's potential. I think the reputation of each fantasy owner really plays a difference too.
So all right,
and Brian's league.
So who's competitive? So okay, yeah, you said your league. Who in the CBFFL is competitive in?
I'll say 3 of us in this room.
Okay.
Pape. Oh, who else was really going crazy?
Devontae?
Yeah, Devontae. I'll put Devontae in there.
Emmett, because
Emmett's there too.
That's 6. We have 12 people in total. Is Lopez competitive?
Not really, no. No. I'm sorry, my guy, but nah.
What about Kamas?
It's week to week with him, really.
The thing about those two, though, is that they play and that they will pick up Kamas. In a certain point in the season, he's going to stop managing his team just because he's so busy. But those 2 players will pick up some key pickup players. They might not do shit with them, but like they will pick them up. So like I'm not saying like they're not competitive at all, but like that can be good or bad because maybe you need that player and everything. Okay. Who else?
So what about Sakai?
Sakai, I don't know. I don't think so. He got to make an adjustment. From what I see, he got to make an adjustment.
I've seen Sakai be good before, but that season I did not.
Yeah.
Nasir?
I haven't seen it. Same. I wasn't really worried about him.
Wasn't worried about him. Okay. I'm trying to think that am I losing anybody?
I think Raquan has potential.
Yeah.
I think he's not there yet. He needs to continue playing.
I think he's overthinking shit.
Yeah, I think he can get there, and he gotta stop giving up, saying like, "Oh well, I can't do anything," and so it's no point. Like he need to be like, "Nah, fuck that, I can do something," and then he can get there. So he has potential, and he also be picking up players because there was a few players that I was trying to pick up off the Giant, like Isaiah Hodgins. He stole that motherfucker from me, but like that was a good pick, you know. So like he's also able to do that.
Okay, let me just so Sakai, his first season in our league, he was 8-6. 8-6, and he dropped after that season. Emmett was 6-7-1.
That's the year that Emmett had all the Cowboy players.
Yeah, that was too. And what actually was. Pez was 7-7 our first season. Probably was 8-6. Josh 9-5. I was 5-9, and this year was 7-7.
Yeah. So some of the things that play into the competitiveness is how bad you want it, because motherfuckers like
I have a negative record in 2 seasons. But it's by half a game. I have 5-9. I went 8-5-1. But you see the improvement though.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess you mean. That's a crazy improvement.
But okay. Yeah, the motherfuckers that will wake up early at 5 a.m. on the waiver wire trying to pick up players. That's what makes shit competitive. And there's a few people that do that. So it's tough.
I'm not doing
You can't drop a motherfucker for 1 second without them noticing. Got all the notifications. The people that are quick to be like, "Yo, what type of trade is that?"
I'm glad you said that, because when Sakai said when some people don't who's paying attention to the transaction that's going on. No. These niggas in the league do be paying attention, bro. I'm telling you right now. I think Emmett probably is like Emmett and Devontae probably like the top 2 that's gonna be on that shit, bro.
Chris be doing the same shit sometimes. He be on it. Not commas, Garcia. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm just waking up. Like, they up before the stock market.
I swear them 2 motherfuckers is on that shit, bro.
They pick up every fucking body. And Emmett don't pick up every running back.
Emmett pick up every receiver. Whatever is just dropped.
Yes.
Anybody.
Yes.
Anybody, bro.
Yes. And it's like, that's what make it competitive. Because it's like you gotta want it more. So you also gotta wake up, or you just gotta be on it. You gotta have the right apps. You gotta have right everything.
So yeah, let this be a wake up call to the people that's ass in the league. Lopez, he said you're not competitive.
He said you
let that be a wake up call, man. Say Kyle, let that be a wake up call. Nasir, Chris, what you said wasn't this? I said this here already. Anybody? Am I missing anybody?
No.
I think that should be it. Yeah, it should be a wake up call to some of y'all, man.
Yeah. So I need to finish better than him.
Than me?
Raekwon, yeah, Raekwon
better than you.
Oh yeah. It's not like I said. It's not even so much about the record, because you can have like how Pape had the highest points in the league, but he still didn't finish first.
Right.
Like you could have moments like that, but I'm talking about like the sweatiness to find who's nice and who's not, and how active you are on that waiver wire makes it like as competitive.
You gotta play chess.
With the trades too, like, this motherfucker is going to trade, and
a lot of niggas playing checkers.
Yeah.
You
like
too,
you
Jahmar.
you knew. You're like, yo, I need Devontae Adams right now, and you went and did everything you could to get that player.
Hey, I was playing chess early on, man. I was making trades right away.
That's what I do.
Niggas vetoed it, but I was making moves right away, bro.
I make my trades early, and then
don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Like, exactly.
See, mine's chess. You with the checker group.
No, what? I was like, yo, I need a quarterback, and I went and got myself one and made an adjustment.
If you're not making a trade that favors you highly, you're not playing chess, man.
And that was
y'all did that. I made a trade, it just didn't go through because niggas vetoed. But if you ain't make a trade like you, that means you. Oh yeah, you get over on motherfuckers. Man.
I mean, you still got look. You finished with Travis Kelce, right?
Oh yeah, I did get a crazy trade this year. I did it.
So he did.
Chris McCaffrey and Travis Kelce. I got from it.
See, like
chess, man. I was trying to get ready for the playoffs, bro. That's what I was doing. I was getting ready for the playoffs. It was like right at the deadline too. I was getting ready for the playoffs.
You had to turn your team around.
Yeah, it just Cooper Kupp just got hurt. I was like, fuck.
That's the type of adjustment you gotta make, and it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But you made that adjustment. You gotta take that risk, and you gotta take calculated risk though, because you can't just be trading anything, because then you end up like certain players in the league.
Raekwon.
Yep,
that's what it is. End up like Raekwon. Because I don't know what his calculations was, but his math was wrong.
But like I said, he's still learning, but he's getting used to. He's like, oh, I traded with Jahmar before. I know what he's gonna like, or I traded with X, Y, and Z. I know what they like.
You say he was learning, but the way he was talking during the season, like not like shit talking, but the way he was like talking about these numbers and shit, he made it like he made himself seem like he knew what he was doing. But but all these trades really, like all those trades he made, you could tell. He didn't know what he was doing, bro. He didn't know. But he made it seem like he did though.
Yeah. So there's levels. And then it's also going to be harder for him too, because we're experienced. Like if he was joining some league where everybody wasn't really paying attention like that, like if they were more so like the bottom half of the league that I mentioned, then like he probably would have been kicking.
I just want to see let me just go to leagues, because I want to say the people who we mentioned, I want to see where they finished at in the standing. So this is right here. Last. Yeah, Lopez was last. This is okay. I need to go to the 2022 season. So you said Nasir, Lopez. Are you talking about regular season or a playoff, or like do playoffs, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so. Wow.
You named
every team you mentioned was in that bottom six. And through regular no, this is through playoffs. Okay. This is through playoffs. Lopez was last, Raekwon 11th, Sakai 10th, Chris 9th, Nasir 8th, Isaiah 7th.
Yeah.
Damn. And then like this is like the regular season standings. Is this regular season standings? No, I don't know how to check regular season standing. Oh, this I can right here. There's a little button right here. Regular season standing, it was Isaiah 12th, Sakai 11th, Chris 10th. This will be the same 7. I mean, same 6. Yeah, so we forgot the little same 6. Yeah.
So like, see, that's what I mean. Like they're at the bottom of the list, so they had.
Wait.
What?
How the hell you name like over majority league competitive if like everybody not making the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So, how many people make the playoffs in your league?
6 out of 10.
Okay, you need like 7, 8. So I mean, it's two of them motherfuckers can't be.
But it was like the playoff race was off by like 1 or 2 games.
Okay.
A game and a half. Like it came down to the wire of trying to make the playoffs. Like everybody was trying to make calculations. Like, oh, I need X, Y, and Z to lose so I can get in, or I need X him to win and me to win for it to happen.
You said Devontae and Pablo were competitive. I mean,
yeah,
Raekwon was only a game off
from them.
Yeah, 7-7.
Like I said he had potential to get there. He just need more experience and to not give up. I don't know if he actually gave up, but to not give up. But what I mostly want to say is that the people that I name are mostly at the bottom of the list, yet they didn't get all of the like top free agencies, the top waiver pickups. You know who got those top waiver pickups? The upper half.
And you're right, because their free waiver does matter, because they should have had it.
Yes.
But they didn't.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's exactly what you
now,
mean.
out of those 16 that I mentioned, if one of us were having a bad record like that, we would pick up some pieces to get us to that top 6, or at least fighting for a playoff chance.
I ain't getting
I
nobody.
be hating when like the ass motherfuckers get the players so I want to up the waiver.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all ain't gonna do shit with them, man.
Like,
I ain't gonna do shit with them, bro. I be so mad, bro. Cause like most of the season I was spent in like the top 3, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's what most of the season I spent in. And so all these motherfuckers is getting these people. I'm like,
and there was nothing
like Raekwon was getting. I'm like, Raekwon, you're not making them playoffs. I already do that shit. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, damn.
Not a damn thing.
And then you say this was Nasir's first year too?
No, and she was in our first season.
Oh, so this is his second year.
I don't know if because Nasir was also did fantasy with in high school when I did my first fantasy league. So I don't know how many years she's been playing like since then, but I know like it wasn't his first or second season.
Okay. All right. Well, I think either people are going to adapt or they're going to be at the bottom, and that's going to make the difference. That's going to be a difference, especially how this year is being highly anticipated.
I'm planning on being at the top again. So
that top 6,
ooh, voice crack.
I know. I'm going to compete with it.
See Josh face.
That top 6. Oh my goodness.
Adapt.
I like to think someone else is going to get in there. I think someone's going to push it to the 7. The 7. It might be the new Isaiah to push into that highly competitiveness.
But one of them going to trade with me.
I'm not saying they're not going to trade, but
I have no problem trading with anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just not getting nobody getting over on me. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm gonna trade with Naeem.
Most definitely.
You're not gonna get over on me.
Yeah, most definitely. Over on me. I'm gonna trade you like Michael Thomas or something.
Oh, he'll take that.
I did actually. I think I did get over you. I did trade.
And like later during the season, they said he wasn't gonna play.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I think I traded like Jamal Williams. Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, and Jamal Williams was doing all right.
And you still finished below me.
Because the game didn't finish. Yo, this dude. That's why. Look. Next season. We gonna bump heads. Yeah.
What time are we at?
153.
Oh damn. Yeah. For a minute.
Yeah, we went on the ramp for fantasy.
Well, I do got one quick small thing I want to say.
Yeah.
So I think I mentioned it last time. I got my tire fixed. I got a new problem with my bike.
Damn,
bro,
worse than a car.
Bro, my kickstand is gone.
Damn.
Like it was. I don't know if I was riding with it down or it had to be when I was riding with it down because sometimes I forget to kick it up. I got home yesterday. I was doing Uber Eats. I was probably gonna go out for more too. I think I think I sat home because I didn't have an order at the time. Went to go put my shit down. Shit gone. But I was like, yo, I was sick. So I right now have a temporary kickstand on.
Okay.
But it's not really that good because it doesn't fit. So I have to order from like the actual buyer because it only fits like that kickstand on the bike. So right now I have like this temporary one in. Is like. It's have one thing screwed in, like one bolt screwed in, but the other one's not gonna fit. So I have it like tied up with some zip ties, but it doesn't like it's so. Even with the zip tie, it could still fall down. So I gotta put like the kickstand like perfectly, bro, so it can stay up. I'm like, fuck, that shit is bad, bro. I'm like, damn, but everything else is good. Like it should be good. I remember I broke a mirror the other day, but this is the add-on. It doesn't come with the bike. Okay. I bought this shit from Amazon. I don't know if it had to do with being left out in the rain because I think I forgot my rain cover one day and it rained to work. I went like turn the mirror and shit and that shit wasn't moving, but it's plastic. So I'm like, why? So I don't know. I went to go move that shit. Shit broke.
Damn.
I returned that shit to Amazon.
Oh, hey.
I'm like, I mean, that was free. I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I didn't have the mirror for that long. So I'm like, bro, like, I'm like, whatever. So they just sent me a replacement. So I'm like, cool. But
you know what's better than that?
A car?
No.
Oh.
My MacBook charger.
You got a new one? You finally tried it?
I ain't get a new one yet. I'm getting it soon. It's coming.
It finally died.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Thank, bro.
It didn't die. That should still work. I just got a new one though.
Thank you, bro. That shit was a fire hazard, bro.
Yeah, but hey, it would charge my MacBook. I wouldn't go through as much trouble as you go with your bike.
That was dangerous.
His shit was, bro, like wires exposed. You see copper and shit. Bro, I'm like, yo,
that was dangerous.
That shit was charging my MacBook.
Like, bro, that shit looked like the Statue of Liberty the way that copper turned green, bro. I'm like, bro, that shit is corroded, bro. Throw that shit away.
Look, I got a new one coming in the mail. But look, I want to say that it never broke down, unlike your bike.
My bike didn't break down. It blew a fuse, first of all. It had some flat tires, but it never broke down.
It had a little bit of like some wear and tear on my charger, but that shit was working. Your bike, you can't. It's just a prop now.
But guess what? My bike don't have as many problems as your body do, man. All that, your knee popping, all this shit. I'm taking my bike over you any day.
Nah, you got that. Hey. All right, man.
Anything else? You got nothing else? You gonna get off Josh?
That's it.
Y'all, if y'all like the new cameraman setup, just let us know. It's not much different, but it's a little slightly different though. But yes, again, thank y'all for tuning into episode 42 of the D&E podcast. What? It's 42.
Huh?
Yeah, I know this time.
Okay.
I know this time. All of our audio listeners, make sure you leave us a 5-star. It really helps us out. People watching on YouTube, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Hit the notification bell because YouTube always recommend we upload. And yeah, thank you all for tuning into the D&E podcast, which stands for
D&E. Damn.
Oh my gosh. This dumbass. What does D&E stand for? D. He said that shit mad confident too.
D&E. Because I was ready. I was like, oh, he skipped it. And then he said it. I was like, oh, fuck.
Go ahead. Try again.
Let's go back. Thank y'all for tuning into the D&E podcast, which stands for
damn near everything.
Yeah, so until next time, it's the D&E podcast signing off.
Peace.